The Killing Joke, based on the critically acclaimed novel by Alan Moore and Brian Boland, has all the elements to be a classic adaptation. The movie's visuals are very faithful to Brian Boland's original art. It's a reunion for fan-favorite actors Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill, whom both reprised the roles of Batman and Joker, and it even went with an R rating to preserve the novel's more graphic moments. Surprisingly, however, The Killing Joke is not one movie, but two. The film's entire first act follows a poorly conceived adventure focusing on Batgirl, written by Brian Azzarello. While the story's intention of making the viewer care more about Batgirl before she is targeted by Joker is commendable, the execution leaves much to be desired. The Barbara Gordon we get here is reduced to a schoolgirl with a crush on her teacher, with her spending much of the segment, which follows her and Batman tracking down an obsessive mob boss, pining after Batman and hoping he will notice her. This leads to several awkward exchanges and a cringeworthy sex scene that undermines everything we've been led to believe about these characters over the years. Clearly, the Brian Azzarello who wrote the wonderful New 52 Wonder Woman series was not behind this. And to top it all off, this segment has nothing at all to do with The Killing Joke, with his events never being referenced again in the film, although that may be for the best. The Killing Joke adaptation itself is a great time, faithfully recreating all the moments of the comic from Alan Moore's dialogue to Brian Boland's layouts and character designs, although I wish Warner Brothers had sprung for some higher quality animation for such a hyped project, or at least one hyped enough to get a theatrical release. While it won't do anything to sway critics of the book, fans of the novel will find the film adaptation captures the spirit and intent of Moore and Boland's work, and captures it well. Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill also bring excellent performances, with Conroy continuing to provide a balanced and logical Dark Knight, and Hamill predictably stealing the show as Joker, pouring psychotic glee into iconic book lines and making others all his own. The Killing Joke's main problem is that it's a fine adaptation bogged down by a downright sexist first act, likely added to pad out the novel's relatively short length. When the film is actually adapting the book, it's well worth a look. Just skip past those first 30 minutes. Were you a fan of the book? You can read the full written review on our website. Remember to tweet me at Max Malecki and us at YouNerded.
All it takes is one bad day.